Today's video was recorded a few days ago now, as I usually do. But in light of the news yesterday afternoon, I did curtail my recording plans yesterday and felt that today's video should go out because there are people out there who weren't royalists that really didn't connect with the Queen or the royal family for whatever reason and may want to watch the video, or even people that just want a bit of something else today. So the video follows this particular announcement. I just wanted to say that there will be no title music in the video today, and I just would like to send all my condolences to the royal family and hope that the new king will follow in his mother's footsteps as best he can. Hello and welcome to episode 53 of Making Tottenham Hotspurs. Again, my name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First up, Europa League Quarter Final, first leg at home, and then we have a game away at the I was gonna call it its original title, but it's not, the Amex Stadium in Brighton for the game against Brighton in the Premier League. I was going to call it the Goldstone Ground or something like that, which is what Brighton's ground used to be. What's been happening since you were last with us? Well, since you were last with us, we've only played that one game against Brentford. At times it looked like we were going to end up with a draw, but Harry Kane, who's come back from injury and was a second half substitute, getting a goal 1 minute into injury time in that one. Otherwise it was it's a bit of a duck and dive affair. Upper Meccano getting us in front after 10 minutes. A good goal from him from a corner, of course. And they equalised through Ivan Toney after 29 minutes. Lo Celso from the penalty spot just before half-time, putting us 2-1 up at half-time. But Darevisoglu, I can pronounce his name, on 89 minutes looked like to have got a late equaliser for Brentford, and it was sort of somewhat frustrating, but then Harry Kane stepping up and getting a goal, as I say, on his return after injury on 91 minutes, which was that just finished it off, and deservedly should have won it anyway, and we should have won it by a clear mile because 25 shots, 12 on target, a 3.53 on the XG. So we should have had 4 goals, really, to be fair. 57% possession against their 7 shots. 6 on target, to be fair to them. Their target ratio was very, very good. 1.14, 43% possession. But just by the amount of shots that we had and on target, should have really been a country mile away from them. Anyway, moving swiftly on. We are now 20 games unbeaten. The only point we've dropped in the Premier League in recent times was against Liverpool in that game there. And as I say, we're still in with a shout on 4 lots of silverware, 1 already in the cabinet, the other 3 still to be played for. And as featured in our first game of the episode against Benfica in the Europa League Quarter Final. And of course, if we can progress past the quarter final into the semi-final, we could end up meeting Barcelona, which will be one heck of an epic task, but I'm sure we can do it, he says. We'll see. Anyway, without any more to do, I don't think that... Oh, yeah, have a quick look at the table just to show you what's been going on here. Let's widen that out. There we go. So currently still top of the table, having won 25 games from our 31 played, drawn 4, lost 6, 95 goals for, 25 against, a goal difference of plus 70, 79 points on the board. Manchester United, they keep winning. They are hammering away behind us. Very similar form to us as well. We just fingers crossed that they will slip up again at some point or other, and we don't. But yeah, they are tuck and tail behind us. 3 points with 7 games to play. So 21 points available to us. Just for cohesion, Arsenal and Chelsea are in 5th and 6th on 55. So with 21 points available, I make it 76, which means that on my calculation, we have qualified for the Champions League next season. Even if we were to fall away and not win the Premier League, we are in those top 4 spots, which are set up for Champions League football next season. So, and I guess if we finish first or second, we're in a better position because we go through as first seeds. Unlike if we finish 3rd and 4th, but we got to drop away quite badly to drop away to 3rd. I think really it's a 2-horse race at the top of the table. I don't know what you make of it. Right, let's get on with the episode then. It is the first match against Benfica. We haven't played them before, not in this save, so it's a bit of an unknown quantity, but we'll see how we get on. And this is the team that will face Benfica in this first leg. Home this time. Normally, I say normally, but we are used to away first leg, home second leg. So we need to make sure we make a good fist of it in this first leg. The team are Castells in goal, Reguilón, Romero, Upamecano and Saul, our defensive line. Lo Celso and Hodgberg in midfield with Son, Mazulia and Koeman our attacking midfield, and Kane restored to full striker role at the top of the team. And then on the bench, Lectula, Sanchez, Hernandez back from his injury. Also, he's not fully fit. He's nearly there. Really no more than 45 minutes. So as you know, I don't like knowing that we got to change at half time. So he's there on the bench. He may get a little bit of game time this time out, depending on how we're doing. And we should see him back in the next couple of games. Ali, Dembele, Bergwijn and Abraham complete the bench. And you join us this televised match, of course. And as you'll see, 5 straight wins in our last 5. Benfica have won 4, lost 1. They're playing a very similar formation to us today. So a battle of formations. And we are underway at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for this one, keeping one eye on the Galatasaray-Barcelona fixture. Our opponents in the semi-final, if we were to get there. Son with a corner. It's a headed goal. And Christian Romero just signed a new 4-year contract and celebrates in style. Didn't see how many goals he's got for the season, but doesn't really matter. And he got his head to that. And away it goes in the back of the net. And we are a goal to the good after 11 minutes. Another corner now. Son. Similar, but this time it's headed clear. And they will pick it up through Rafa. But poor ball, Reguilón. More than equal to it. Koeman. Oh, goalkeeper making a good save. And really probably should have put that one to bed. Let's hope we don't rue that missed chance as we head down to the half hour mark. And plenty of shots. Loads on target. Not that we're seeing any highlights, so they're obviously not that good. Galatasaray and Barcelona 0-0 still at the moment. One headed out, but Rafa beats the player to it, and there is the equaliser. Mistakes at the back. Upamecano heading it out to Saul, but it didn't quite get there, and Rafa was lurking, and then chips Castells to make it 1-1 on the night. Completely against the run of play, but they've called us out, and we've got to pick ourselves up and do something better in the second half. Well, with that disappointing end to the first half, we need to pick ourselves up. Going to the away leg 1-1 isn't going to be good enough. Really need to do something different. And long ball again. Upamecano under this time. Getting it out to Reguilón. Reguilón through to Son. Lo Celso tries to get it back to Son, but it's a poor ball. I'm not sure what we're doing. Reguilón underneath that one, but again, not getting through. And the quality that they've got in their side, it can do us damage very, very quickly. Holzberg, Upamecano, back to Holzberg, who evades the tackle. Mazulia over the top to Kane. Puts us back in the... And that's going to be a question of offside, I think. And he was offside. Just when you thought we got us back into the lead. 36 minutes just. It's not a lot, but he is just offside. Just got that extra yard. And the advantage was quickly cut out. Holzberg now. Son. Mazulia. He's nearly given the ball away, but luckily he didn't. Mazulia's in this time and puts it wide. When we lose this tie over the two legs, we can rue these chances that have gone begging. They have a corner. Crossed in. It's come off the crossbar as well. Right, nearly 70 minutes. I think it's time to have a look at... XG-wise, we're really in this. They're not really having too much of a look in. And for whatever reason, whatever we're doing, we're making them look quite good. Harry Kane not having a good game up front. He's coming off. Tammy Abraham will replace him. And do we bring Hernandez on for Reguilón? I think so. That's our two changes for now. Hope that between them we can do something a little bit different, because we need to. Still 0-0 Galatasaray and Barcelona. I think we also need to check the opposition instructions. We haven't done that. And that may be where we're getting caught at the moment. Swing it in. Oh dear. Gedson Fernandez has put us 2-1 down. And are we going to our first defeat in 20 odd games? And Benfica have caught us twice. This time from a set piece. Gedson not marked and had loads of room to put that away. Right, we have nothing else to do but to go attacking and possibly make that final change as well. Mazulia is tired. And we'll bring Dembele on in that space. This go out and show it. But this could be the end of our Europa League run and the opportunity to put hands on for lots of silverware. They've shut the door now, haven't they? I think the best we can expect is a draw, and we've got to work hard for that as well. Son heads it down to Abraham. Abraham's tackled, but tied it up. Dembele. Son to Dembele. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And they have a free kick. If we go 3-1 down here, we are really in trouble. Luckily, he's floated that straight over the top. Castile's not moving. Either that was obvious that that's what was going to happen, or not. We've lost this first leg and at home, which is very, very worrying. Considering we had so much of the game, 23 shots, 8 on target, 2.11, 57% possession against Benfica's 10 and 4, of 2 of which were goals, and an XG of 1. So they've caught us twice on the counter, and yeah, we need to improve in the second leg if we're going to get back into it. But at the moment, it's looking very dodge. When you come back for a roundup of the scores of the day, not that we really want to see them. Our 2-1 loss to Benfica at home, our first loss in 21 games. Atalanta 1 up against Sevilla. With their home leg still to come. Arsenal 3-2 up against Milan. Goals from Partey and Smith Rowe. Galatasaray and Barcelona 0-0. But of course, Barcelona have the home tie. Barcelona will be the most happy out of those two sides. We've got it all to do in this one. Really have. And we'll do the necessary work. 3 days down to the next one. We will rest the squad. Only rest them for 1 day because there's only 3 days in the pot. So, right. I'm sort of almost lost for words, really. I'm aghast. Brighton then up next in the Premier League, and we just hope that our whatever went wrong there doesn't come back and haunt us going into the next Premier League game, because we do need to be on that one to stay top of the table. Well, in my disappointment in the Benfica game, I forgot to do this little bit just to see recent games or history against Brighton. And you'll see, though we have won the last 3 games against them, 2 of which, of course, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but the other one at the last May. I think it was the final game of the season, actually, a 2-0 win at the Amex. So recent history, not too bad against them, but it's all to do today. That is for sure. A couple of other things been happening while you've been gone. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League and fixtures and results. We go back. That's today's fixtures. This is a very, very interesting. Both Liverpool, who are third, and Manchester United, who are second, have both lost this round of games. Brentford, who we struggled against, has done the unthinkable, beat them 5-2. In fact, the 2 players that scored against us have scored against them, including a hat-trick. Who is he, for goodness sake? Diversgulu, 24-year-old Turkish player. Maybe we need to keep one eye on him. Might come in handy. Anyway, they've beaten Manchester United, which means if we can beat Brighton today, Brentford, of course, fighting for their Premier League status, but if we can beat Brighton today, then we would go 6. Am I right? 6 points clear at the top, which would be an absolutely fantastic cushion with 6 games to play. The other thing is, if we win today, I think we are very much guaranteed that Champions League slot. Right, without any more said and do, let's have a look at the team. He's going to face Brighton at the Amex. It's Castile's in goal. Hernandez, Romero. In fact, why is Hernandez? Emerson Roll can only play 75 minutes. Hernandez can only play 45, and you know I don't like doing that. Reguilón will come on for Hernandez. I should have checked this out before. Casteels, Reguilón, Romero, Saul, Emerson Royal. He'll be okay. He can play most of the match. Dembele, Lo Celso, Son, Mazzolia and Koeman are attacking midfield. Kane continues up front. Latula, Hernandez, Ali, Abraham, Sanchez, Holzberg, Silva, Upamecano, who's being rested, and Bergwijn are all on the bench. What I do envisage is if Emerson Royal does get tired, is still moving out to the right, and Upamecano coming back in on there. I've never liked this. It always seems to be very random how these players jump on here. Silva, Bergwijn, Ali and Holzberg. Sanchez or Abraham is what we want. And Sanchez can swap with Ali. There we go. So we do have Davidson, Sanchez in defence as well. So we're okay. We just need to be very mindful of these players that are just coming back from injury. Right, let's hope for a better game against Brighton. A winning game would give us a 6-point cushion at the top of the table and Champions League football. Oh, and you come and join us the first half of this one against Brighton at the Amex Stadium in Brighton. And nothing happening in the first 10 minutes or so. Saul comes forward with this one. Emerson Royal looking for Koeman, but Koeman very lacklustre there, not doing anything. Saul, Dembele, back out to Emerson Royal cuts it inside. Mazzulia picks it up. Will he get a cross in? No, Emerson Royal will though, and Koeman just puts it wide. Not another game of missed chances, please. Brighton. That was nearly cut out by... Who was that nearly cut out by? It was nearly cut out by Reguilón, but he didn't cut it out. But Lo Celso does. Son. Mazzulia. Son picked up a yellow card again. Kane. He's out very, very wide. Back to Son. Reguilón. Mazzulia. Down to Kane. Kane. Can he get a cross in? No. Back to Reguilón. Reguilón to Lo Celso. Dembele. Mazzulia. Koeman. He's got it past the goalkeeper, but he's offside. Ball through to McAllister and Martial. Good save by Casteels. He was missing against Benfica for some reason, and we suffered for it. Kane with a free kick, very deep. Dembele, Emerson Royal, who's injured. Reguilón, he's not long back from injury either. Mazzulia through to Koeman. He's at the post this time. Oh, man. Just not going at all. As we've gone past the half-hour mark. Mazzulia, and he's giving that ball away. Saul and Casteels. Back to Saul. Romero. Lo Celso. Lo Celso out to Reguilón. Reguilón to Son. Son finds Kane. Kane now looking for Koeman, but Koeman again's not really run onto that. Wondering whether he's a bit tired. Saul. Koeman heads it down into Kane, and Kane sticks his foot out. Oh, it's offside again. And it has been given. So I think Kane was onside. Koeman, Kane, it looked all right to me. And obviously VAR is agreed because we are a goal up. Here we're going to see the line now. Yeah. Played onside. And 1 up after 36 minutes. Didn't think we were ever going to get there. Kane with a free kick, and Sanchez in the Brighton goal. Got rid of it. Son with the corner. But, not really high enough for Saul. Reguilón, it was defended well. As we head down to half-time. Half-time is here. And at half-time, 8 shots, 5 on target, 0.77 against their 4 and 3. So they're going well. 48% of possession against their 52. So it's we're not completely out of the woods. but we might have to do a switch to Emerson Royal at half-time. And the one change at half-time, Upamecano comes on for Emerson Royal, and Saul gone out to that right-hand side. Upamecano in central defence, as we would expect. Saul to Koeman then. Koeman to Kane. And Son and Koeman looking tired on those wings. We might have to change one of them as we get down in time a little bit. Just don't want them to come back and hit us and do a Benfica. Oh, well saved, Martial. Nearly through on goal there. So 70 minutes has come. Not a lot else has happened. We have a number of tired legs, including Koeman and Son. So, what do we do? Do we go Bergwijn left side? Nicholas Saul is tired. So, Koeman off. Bring Abraham on for him. Son having a poor game. And we'll bring Bergwijn on for him. That's our three changes. One thing I didn't change up was, and I think we ought to, just change them back to as they should be. Inverted winger. Bergwijn as inside forward, which he's capable of doing. Just confirm those changes. Mazulia is tired, but as I said, there's not a lot we can do. Upamecano with a free kick out to Romero. Romero finds Lou Kelso. Abraham fires it over the top. Arsenal equalised against Crystal Palace. 89 minutes gone. We're going to drop to a balanced. And tactically here, Mazulia will drop down in there. And this is where we do a little bit of jigging around, which is better in that place. That way around, I think. And we want to see the game out if we can. Tired legs after the Benfica game. Benfica coming up again in the week. Lo Celso with the corner. Swings it in. It's in the back of the net. Dayot Upamecano gets number 2. Deep in injury time. In fact, probably last kick of the match or header of the match or action of the match. Whatever. Sanchez grasping, trying to get hold of the ball, but it was just evaded him. And a 2-0 win, I think, flatters us somewhat. We struggled in that game, but it was good to have Castile's back on form for this one. Let's see and hope he's on form against Benfica, and we need a similar result against Benfica. A 2-0 would do it. Can we do it? That's the question. Let's have a look at the table then and see where that leaves us. Well, better than I'd hoped at this stage. With 6 games to play, we have a 6-point lead at the top of the table. Surely we are 1 foot nearer to the Premier League title. And I think we're almost certainly now guaranteed that Champions League spot for next season. And really, we just need to hope that we can pick it up in the Europa League and continue in that competition. And, of course, a win against Arsenal in the semi-final of the FA Cup would be absolutely splendid as well. Can we progress? We'll find out in due course. Right, few injuries and stuff going on there, but let's have a quick look. We're going to come straight back. We're just going to play the little bit of time in between. Thursday game against Benfica, because the Europa League is a Thursday night, which is good. Unlike Champions League that flips between a Wednesday and a Thursday. But Thursday night, so we've got a 4-day gap down to Benfica game, and then a semi-final against Arsenal at Wembley, with just those 6 Premier League games to play. We've got Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Wolves, Leicester, and a final day against Manchester City. Let's hope we don't need the 3 points against Manchester City on the final day of the season at the Etihad, because I don't want to guarantee that one either. But it's good to be back on winning ways. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and the other 2 series going out currently, and of course any new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspurs Again are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 51. Can we progress in the Europa League? It's out on Tuesday. Until then, goodbye.